Have you ever struggled to mix both dialogue and music in your videos in Davinci Resolve? Hey, we've all been there. Whether you're trying to mess with the faders or you're trying to lower the audio line itself up and down to match your voice, it's frankly a painful experience and can be kind of long and take too much time. Thankfully, in Resolve, both the free and the paid version, there's a way to get around that. It's called sidechaining. Let me show you how to do it. So we're here in Resolve. In the edit page, I have 2 clips from a couple other YouTube videos that I've done over the past month or so, and we're going to sidechain to either one of these. So essentially, the music will automatically get to respond to what I'm saying. So let's jump straight to the Fairlight page, because that's where everything matters. Okay, we're here in the Fairlight page. Make sure you're labeling your audio layers. That is really, really important, especially when it comes to sidechaining. That is going to come up in a little bit here. So I'll label Josh 1, Josh 2 in music. We'll get to Josh 2 closer to the end of the video. If you do not see your mixer here, click up in the top right corner to find it. Really great. Okay, so I'm going to show you an example of what it sounds like without sidechaining.
But I'll be kind of locked in, so a lot of the commentary will be happening in post for me here.
You're really battling both, right? You really can't hear me that well.
Find out Monday's gonna
You could lower your music, but
be a bit of an experiment.
it doesn't respond with what you're saying. Let me show you how to do that. So if you double click into this box, it brings up your dynamics. Now there is a lot, and I mean a lot, that this dynamics tab can do, but we're going to focus only today on the compressor and right down here, sidechain, like we talked about. This is the thing that's going to help us do it all automatically with a couple of button pushes, and will be video editing quicker in no time, okay? Before we get to how sidechaining works, let's talk about these knobs here in the compressor, okay? Threshold. Threshold is really at what point does the compression kick in, okay? So when you see something being played, you can see where it's kind of living on here. This will show you where the compression is going to kick in. You can see some of these lines and how they move, right? You can just crank compression and you can see that it's working, but it's not responding to anything. And I typically wouldn't go past -30. That's pretty intense. Your ratio really dictates how strong your compression will be. What I mean by that is it's a 2-to-1 ratio. So once it goes 2 decibels over your threshold, it reduces it to 1 decibel. So if you crank this to 9-to-1 essentially, the moment when it's 9 decibels above, it shrinks that down to 1 decibel above. So it's a really intensive ratio. Again, for me, if you just want something easy to work with, 2 to 3 is probably fine, especially when I'm working with people. I typically live at the 3 range. Your knee, I like to see that as it softens the compression. It's not as hard point, right? You can look right here on the screen where it comes to a pretty intense angle. Your knee softens that out. Your mix, I'll be with you, I don't quite fully understand what mix does. I'm sure there's many people out there. I know there are many people out there who know more about Resolve than I do. Please comment down below and explain to us and to me, to the community, what mix is. I'd love to hear about that. Your attack is how quickly the compression is going to respond to what's happening. So a 0.7 milliseconds, it's going to be very, very fast to, much longer attack. It's going to take a while longer to respond to what's happening. Your hold and release are kind of the two, yin and yang, I would say, for how this works. So hold, once you stop talking and the music wants to kind of come back up to its normal volume, your hold says, no, wait 1,300 milliseconds or so. Then you can jump back up to normal volume. Your release is essentially once it hits past that 1,300 millisecond point, your release says, okay, and now over time, we're going to get back up to full volume. So if you have a very quick release, the moment your hold's done, music goes way up, okay? That's the basics of how these knobs and dials work. Take time, tinker with them. It'll make more sense the more you play with it. Okay, all of that to know. I gave you this information because I don't want you just clicking those things and following my lead. I want you to understand why we're doing what we're doing. We've picked our Josh 1. We're going to hit the on button. Little red on with the black background. That means we're ready to go. So if we come to our voice now,
Monday's going to be a bit of
you'll
an
see,
experiment, but I'm excited nonetheless
as I'm talking,
to show you all what this looks like. And don't worry, I'll BTS of the whole afternoon or the whole day really, but I'll be kind of
it's responding to my voice, which is super exciting. That is the basis of how to sidechain. Okay, so I'd recommend right now, if this is all you need to know, whether you're maybe working on a YouTube channel and you want something playing underneath, maybe it's some other, I've seen lots of like video game channels out there where they play like Minecraft or Call of Duty or something underneath, and then someone talks over it. Sidechain is a great way to keep that game level down while keeping your voice kind of more clear and crisp. Now, there's a lot of other audio editing involved, but this is the foundation I'd say start with, okay? Use sidechaining for that kind of content. You'll find it so much easier, and your viewers will thank you. All right, now, for those of you who are maybe doing a bit more than just a one-to-one, one dialogue to one music, I'm working on a video this week that has 18 people in it. I don't even know how we're going to do this, but I'm for sure multiple times going to have 7 or 8, definitely had to catch myself, almost said it, different people over the same music track. But if we jump back to our music mixer and we go to click this again to find our next source, we only have the option of clicking one or the other, right? We can't click both. Now, if we come to our Josh 2
and to try these things and to trust the process that even in the moment, build something cool. That's about it. I feel like
it is sidechaining. It is doing what you want to do. But if we go back to our other one,
we'll find out Mondays.
It's no longer sidechaining. So that's not ideal. How do we fix this? Now, the easiest way I've found to fix this revolves around buses. So if we scroll down, we see bus outputs in our mixer. I don't know everything about buses, but I find this works really well for me, and I've been doing this for probably 2 years plus now in terms of how this works. So let's jump to Fairlight, and we're going to hit bus format, okay? In here, we see bus 1, same color as we have in our mixer. So it does show up in multiple spots. We're going to hit add a bus. I'm going to double click this. I'm going to enable it, label it dialogue. I'll leave it as stereo, leave the channel as 2, and I'm going to pick a different color to make sure it looks different than bus 1. We're going to hit OK. Nothing so far, nothing's changed. If we go to our mixer now and we hit the plus button underneath Josh 1 and Josh 2, we're able to now select dialogue, which is really, really convenient. So if we go back to music now into our dynamics tab and we go to our sidechaining options, we now have dialogue as a source, which is awesome. And that means that it's going to be able to sidechain to both of them. So I'll bring this up just so that we're able to see it. So I'll come to this, Josh 1.
The commentary will be happening in post for me
Lower.
here in the studio.
Hold for longer for sure.
Encouragement for me to push forward and to try these things and to trust the process that even
So it is, as you can see,
Monday's gonna be a bit
sidechaining
of this whole thing.
both of them,
showing you lots of footage, what it looks like.
which is awesome. Now, I would still say for this, I would probably lower the music a bit just to make sure that I'm sounding a bit more. And again, I would edit this audio to sound louder. But bus formatting is the best way to have your dialogue be able to respond to, bus formatting is the best way for music to respond to multiple dialogues. So you don't just have to do 1-to-1, you can do like 15-to-1 and your music's gonna respond to all of them. If you have any other questions about Resolve or this process, please comment down below. I'll be happy to help you out. I honestly think sidechaining is such a great tool to use in Resolve, and I use it literally every single week when I'm making videos to just automate some things and make things easier. Great. Okay, secret word of the video, if you've watched to the very end, because this was a doozy. This was a technical video for most of my friends watching. Kudos to you for watching to the end. The secret word of the video is going to be Mercedes, because I love Formula 1 and they're doing pretty good in 2026, even though it's been a couple races. Okay, Mercedes. That's it. That's a wrap. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. I appreciate you. I love you. I'll see you next week.